Did you know that unless food is mixed with saliva, you can't taste it? Hello, YouTube. So I don't know how many of you watch ZeFrank, but recently ZeFrank made a video entitled Be Yourself. And as you can guess, the video is about being yourself, and sort of going into detail on what exactly that means. And as with all of ZeFrank's videos, it was clever, sort of quirky, and very insightful. But Zay made a statement that I kind of questioned. He said this.
You know what my self was at that time? Scared as shit, lonely, anxious to the point of insomnia. Being that me was not an option. I didn't have the tools to deal with those parts.
I thought this statement was extremely interesting because it told us how Zay defines himself. Does this mean that Zay defines himself by how he feels? That might be how it appears. See, before we can be ourselves, we need to know who we are. And you know who you are by defining yourself. And how do you define yourself? Well, actually, that's the catch. You don't define yourself. Everything around you in your entire life defines yourself. Everything you do and everything you consume defines you. At first, you don't have any control over defining yourself. The parents that you are born to, or the guardians, or aunts, uncles, grandparents, whoever, the family you are born into gets to define you. Your personality is partly determined by all the people who get their hands on you first. And then there comes the neighborhood you live in, your friends growing up, the school you go to, the teachers you have. All of those things play a part in defining you as a child. And because you don't really understand all of this, you have no say in it. You're just letting everything define you and tell you who you are. And as you get older, you start to be able to control some of the things that define you. You get to start deciding what TV you watch on Saturday mornings, or what movies you watch whenever you want, or what kind of books interest you, the things you do with your friends or whatever. Especially in high school, you start to choose friends based on people that you relate to, not people based on proximity. You begin to have some control over what defines you, but even at this point in life, most people don't realize that they are being defined by everything around them. You have very little control over defining yourself, and therefore don't really know much about yourself until the better second half of high school. And this is when they tell you to make a career choice! Which, by the way, is why I highly vote for taking a couple years off after high school to work and travel to help define yourself before you decide what you want to do for the rest of your life. Somewhere around the end of / after high school, you start to make some sense of all these things that are defining you. And you start to realize who you are. Spoiler alert, you'll never fully know yourself because you grow and change every single day. You'll probably always be a couple days behind yourself on who yourself is because you're trying to get to know yourself, but yourself is always growing without waiting for you to catch up with yourself. Which is also why I think a lot of marriages fail, because most people don't really know themselves and they're trying to get to know another person before they know who they are. In getting to know yourself, you start to notice things that you really enjoy doing and really enjoy being. Do and be those things, no matter what the obstacles, no matter what gets in your way or who tries to stop you. Voila! You are being yourself. In conclusion, in order to be yourself, you need to define who you are in the first place. But newsflash, you don't get to do that. Everything else around you does. So you need to start deciding what exactly everything around you is. Then you need to ask yourself what exactly it is you enjoy doing and get gratification out of, and start doing that, and suddenly, you're you. And you is pretty darn fantastic. Be yourself. Hope that helps, Zay, and anyone else who's trying to figure out how to be themselves. And now it's time for Hero of the Week! Our Hero of the Week this week goes out to a YouTube user named Mr. Mysterious J. If you guys remember in my last video, I went on a huge ramble and rant about social justice and white power sort of stuff. Bullying in general. And Mr. Mysterious J had this to say about it. Is it true to say that it is mostly men who are prone to violence because they were taught that being tough is the manly thing to do? And he goes on to sort of elaborate this in the comment, but if you'd like to read the rest, you can go check it out. Mr. Mysterious J, I am really glad you brought this up, because I think, yes, this has a lot to do with it. A lot of today's gay bullying comes from guys who are trying to be manly, whatever that means. As a matter of fact, a lot of the world's typical stereotypes or typical what you should be statements are what are causing a lot of the problems in the world today. Men being told to be manly cause bullying. Girls being told to be sexy and attractive causes all kinds of bullying and crap that shouldn't be going on. Suicides, eating disorders. And by the way, when I say the world, I'm saying advertisers and marketers. People we buy things from, people we look to give us what we need to survive. And in turn, they lie to us and tell us that this is how we should act if we want to be normal and liked by everyone else. What a wonderful country this is. I understand the luxury of freedom in first world countries, but I also have noted and learned that there's a lot of sucky in being a first world country. A lot of not being able to be yourself because everyone else is telling you how to do that. Everyone else is telling you that yourself sucks and that you need to be like all the other people out there who are attractive and sexy and having a good time. And I think that's garbage. Just garbage. So thank you, Mr. Mysterious J. You are the hero of the week this week, and maybe for another couple weeks to come, because I don't know if I'll be making a video next week. Anyway, that's pretty much everything I got to say for today and the rest this week. I'm Isaac Goley, and I'm thanking you for joining me once again on Rant. Peace in!
Comment and subscribe, comment and subscribe, comment and subscribe, and maybe favorite too.